Happy Friday. Guys, I missed you. It's time for another big stream. What is the news of the day? What should we talk about? I just got a message from a chatter that says AI viewers peekp.com removing the space. You guys think I should do it? There's nothing wrong with having a few AI viewers, is there? Speaking of people with non-existent or brain-dead audiences, Oliver Tree passed away recently. Oliver Tree. Now, I don't want to diss the dead. I haven't heard much of his music, but I've seen this guy around, as I'm sure you have, especially lately as America mourns him. Was he American? He had to have been. Let's familiarize ourselves with this guy so that we can have a robust take. Get out of the way of the monitor here. Oliver Tree. I mean, look at this fucking guy, man. He was at the Parthenon. He was at Acropolis. He's got a funny shirt on. There's something about Oliver Tree and his style that you don't even have to know what's going on with his music to know that he's awesome. Right? I like Oliver Tree, not his music so much, but his pictures. I like Oliver Tree's pictures. What's his most famous? Well, how about this? Miss You. Okay, so right off the bat, what are the expenses for this shoot? You know, I'm cool with the guy at the Pupuseria Bakery. I'm cool with him. He'll let us use the parking lot for free. Let's get a cop car. I think sitting on a cop car is just so aesthetic, because you're not allowed to do that, typically. You'd have to be associated with criminality, or you'd have to be a cop. So that's like a nice dichotomy that I want to set in the first 10 seconds. The hook, if you will. Hey, locations. Do we need cars in the parking lot? I know we're going to lock down this location. Yeah, let's get like a Dodge. What is this? Dodge Charger? Fucking 2019 Dodge Charger? Guys, I don't have to know all cars to make jokes. Okay. The song, it's not hitting my ears the way that this is hitting my eyes. I'm sure I'm not the first person to point this out, but just based on this music, you'd think that this would be your classic guy wakes up in his bed type music video. If your music sounds like the music video should be, we should begin this music video with a guy waking up in his bed before he starts a weird day. Awesome. The cops are pointing guns at him while he does a silly dance. I'm already pretty frustrated. I wish this guy got old. I'm not going to say that I'm glad that he's dead. I wish we could see what an old Oliver Tree would get into. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if this guy had a music video or two where he was in ghastly old age makeup and prosthetics. That's how weird he is. Do we have a director here? Directed by Oliver Tree. Oliver Tree will have his location scouts put him in maybe 10 or 12 different locations, and, you know, there's this thing that I'm sure a lot of people do when they work on music videos, especially where the music videos are directed by women, and I'm not saying this is a good thing, but it's just like the guys, the PAs, the cigarette junkies on the load-in van, they might say something like, what is it about, like, these inexperienced directors that they lock down the location and then they just do a silly little dance? I mean, what's the objective of the shoot today? That's a shot. I mean, why even, you making your VFX guy do this? An extra crosses and then it's a wipe? Who is, I'm not even going to say who is this music for. What is this part of the music video? What is it doing for a 2022 guy or girl? There's a weirdo in my office and he's smashing the office supplies. That's like pre-9/11 shit. We already did that. We already smashed our cubicle. By the way, no one's doing cubicle work in 2022. Global pandemic. Silly clown. I mean, just play Fortnite at this rate. Why insist on being a musician? He's making a damn mess. This music makes me feel wild and free. Baby, you're too controlling. Is that what this is? Does that jive with these visuals? I get it. Guys, if you have ever dated Oliver Tree, get in touch with me. I want to know what kind of boyfriend he was. If he says in his music videos, babe, you're too controlling, what were you thinking? What were you thinking in a guy like this? He refuses to conform. Look at him. He can't be contained in a relationship, let alone your meager pop aesthetics. Out of chatter here, do you think he's a good lover? Is Oliver Tree a good lover? That's a good question. I mean, yes, I do think Oliver Tree was a good lover. I think he was a good lover, but not because of the normal things that constitute a good lover. Generosity, communication. I think that what you want in a man is for him to stop fucking you, to laugh. To say, oh my god, do you want to see a magic trick? That's cool when like a 90 IQ broke boy does it. That's why most women want to get fucked by a broke boy on a frameless mattress, is because every once in a while they'll stop and they'll say like, oh my god, I think I have a booger coming out. And you're like, Jesus, some respite. And it's actually kind of turning me on to see this guy get up, and I can only see his silhouetted body in the moonlit, dingy apartment while he smushes a centipede with his bare feet. All right, that's action. And then he hops in bed like an 8-year-old. That's the kind of shit you're getting with Oliver Tree. You know, he's shocking your shit. He's doing the shocker. His penis looks like the shocker. Does that make sense? This is the kind of music that like a YouTube poop guy, like a guy who makes YouTube poops, when he like finally comes out with a song, but the song is made up of like dialogue from an old Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. That's what this music sounds like. Sounds like it was made in Adobe Premiere. As these seasons keep on changing, life goes on and on and on. 500 million views? What the fuck are you guys doing? This is, it's just so... How old is this guy? What is he? Oh, man. He was a youngster. Work all day, smashing cubicles. Bro, you're not like Kevin Spacey in American Beauty. You benefit from remote work and normal white people lethargy. Do they preserve his pee-pee like they did for Einstein's brain? It's a good question. I'm pretty sure that, the preservation efforts for brains is very different from penises. The people whose penises we preserve are tyrants, the Genghis Khans, the Napoleons. Those penises have a long provenance from curio collector to, decrepit Mongolian grandmother. What's his, pedigree, Oliver Tree? I mean, he's definitely trying to, like... He's got, like, Kazakhstani swag. Oh, yeah, personal... Guys, I take back everything. He had adolescence and personal struggles. Oliver Tree had adolescence and personal struggles. Guys, talk about a guy who wrote his own fucking Wikipedia page. I don't care how many half-billion view music videos you have. No one should have a section of Wikipedia called Adolescence and Personal Struggles. The first sentence of which, Tree's adolescence was marked by periods of personal turmoil. We should do a whole episode of The Chan Show where I make a Wikipedia account to start faking out, excising these horrible self-indulgent sentences from fucking micro-celebrities and astro-turfed Wikipedia pages they're essentially autobiographies. When he was 13 years old, his cousin died from spinal meningitis, which has a hyperlink. An event, imagine I'm a Oliver Tree fan, and I'm clicking out of his bio to go research spinal meningitis, and I'd bring it up at a fucking tween birthday party. I was like, did you guys know about spinal meningitis? Oliver Tree's cousin died from it. You were 13 and your cousin died. That's not news. That doesn't even belong on the damn internet. That's the kind of thing that I should have to dox you and email your surviving family in order to figure out. An event that affected his mental health and altered his worldview. You can't make this shit up. It's almost like I went back and edited this to make it funny. This is funny. This is not right. If you're ever taken a meeting with someone and your friends are like, yeah, they're pretty clouded. Have you ever taken a meeting with like a finance bro? And he's like, yeah, I have this cool startup. I even have a Wikipedia page. It's gonna have shit like this on it. When he was 12, he saw a bug, and that changed everything. He struggled with drug addiction, hyperlink, during his early teens, and briefly worked as a drug dealer, a local drug dealer. You're telling me he wasn't a kingpin? He wasn't an international drug dealer? As a 13-year-old? Okay, here's our first. Oliver Trees. Okay, so someone wrote an article about the theme when it comes to streaming. Alright? I'm streaming off of a Lenovo ThinkPad. In case you were wondering. This is ThinkPad music. This is the kind of music you listen to if your laptop turns into a touchscreen. I'm serious. This is a Acer foldable Lenovo stylus. The keyboard has a clit on it. That's the kind of people who listen to this music. But this is my point. Work all day and then I wake up. Bro, you make music for a living. I'm a singer. That's what your song should sound like. That's your hustle. Let's watch him die. Yeah, this is an unremarkable video. I feel like other videos were getting shared of 2 helicopters crashing, but I think this is the only footage we got. I'm not seeing much going on here. Imagine being the guy. Oh, there it goes. There was Oliver. Yeah. I mean, if you die in a helicopter crash, and you have had videos with tons and tons of views, you're gonna want the footage of that to not be shared by some security guard recording his fucking Dell discount Amazon Basics monitor at an angle with 25 seconds of dead air. Holy shit, man. Talk about a nothing death. He died in a helicopter crash and there's nothing to look at. Quite a drop. Quite a drop. I agree. It must have been from a great height, but on this screen it looks like a mere 3 inches. What was he thinking as he was going down? Damn, I should have made more music videos. Creepypasta Theory. Did Oliver Tree predict his own death? Creepypasta Theory. Oliver Tree had a music video 7 years ago where his decapitated head lay on the pavement. Did he know that he was going to die in a vehicular accident? Clavicular, he had his rhinoplasty. He might have been, I know, well, most helicopter accidents result in decapitations. Because of the blades. Because of the swinging blades.
Like, my nose was one of my worst.
So you nose farming?
He knows farming. Yeah, so I made my nose good, and now
He knows maxing.
You knows Maxim. Uh-oh. Bro, the brothers are lighting you up. You knows Maxim. That's the same way that Wolvicki chose to sort of roast Clavicular. It's easy to roast this guy. You know, if you went to school with an autistic guy who loved Thomas the Tank Engine, and he got applesauce at the cafeteria for lunch, you would say, oh, what is that, Thomas applesauce? Where's that, Thomas the Tank Engine applesauce? You know, these don't have to be coherent roasts. You're just accusing someone of having an obsession.
He said he wanna look like a bad bitch. He wanna look like a bad bitch.
What do you think about plastic surgery?
You're nose fishing.
Gay?
For sure.
Well, if it gets you more girls, how's it gay?
Because a grown man should be worried about, should not get any surgery toward anything in his body.
What should a grown man be worried about?
If a woman have your child, she's gonna think their nose is gonna be like that, and it's not. You catfishing me. Nose fishing.
There's going to be no child to begin with if your nose looks too wide, you know what I mean? So it's like you have to look max in order to
That's
find
not.
What is this point? The wide-nosed don't procreate.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you had bitches when you had a wide nose.
I have bitches because I'm famous as fuck and I have everything else.
So there was a point of getting a nose in.
So now I'm like even better.
Nah, you got a nose edit.
Not even better. Let me get off of this limo. Not even better. Sorry, my limo ride is over, gentlemen. This is just the best clip, right? The music, guys. Where is this boy's mother? Excuse me, are you lost? Do you need to find your mommy? You look thrilled, man. He's suffering from a Paris syndrome. He's got to get to the Japanese, what's it called? Consulate. He's at home. There's too many fucking diarrhea pools in Paris for a pretty boy like this.
Sisters in my family, so I gotta say hi. Yo!
Platt is so cis-repelled. He hates when his sister does anything that's considered slutty.
Wait, tattoo? What the fuck?
It's a henna tattoo.
Oh my god.
They
Oh,
last a week.
oh my god. Oh my god. Riley,
They last a week.
get away from my sister. Get away.
They last a week.
Look at that lip, that tongue flick. It's like a lizard.
Get away.
Stay away from my sister. Stay away from my
Get
sister.
away.
Mm. Let's not watch old clips. You know, sometimes people will pretend to be upset by horrible stuff. I just watched this clip from this here.
Islam makes worse societies is because
If the nose gets thin enough, maybe he'll be able to bag his sister. You know, the only way you can... This is so... What a great point, Chatter. You really are enlightened, because if you have a sister who's close to you in age, the only way to fuck her, the only way to fuck your biological sister, is to disfigure yourself. She cannot recognize you as the boy she grew up with. It's gross. Ew, I would never fuck my brother. But if he changed one part of his face at a time gradually, maybe he could appear to be a separate person from the boy who used to give me non-sexual wedgies.
they have a doctrine for cousin Mary. There we go. Daniel didn't say.
I don't know if you guys have seen this channel, Modern Day Debate. Debate is dead. I don't think I am the first person to put this information in your brain, but... And that's not to say it's not worth doing. We're going to be doing plenty of debates on the Chad Show in the future. But this is what your average American debate looks like, right? DebateCon. By Modern Day Debate, alright? Let's see what the vibe is at Modern Day Debate. What are the tenets of debaters? What do debaters believe in? Other than debate itself, they believe that two people who are rational and reasonable will have a contest in order to have the best ideas, the most logical ideas, which are grounded in various kinds of logic. People from all stripes, as long as they can engage in good faith debate, we can arrive at a better world. So let's see if the people at Modern Debate are interested in this kind of discourse. And I'm not showing you this because I'm trying to roast these people just going into this. This is advice. This is all part of taking the Chad pill. This is what debates are always like. There's always a discrete set of people who are interested in having the debate happen, and then there's a massive group of people who are not interested in the debate, period. They don't even know it's happening.
Thank you so much for your kindness. Thank you guys for being here.
Look at this guy's body.
I'm excited for this one. I don't know what's going to do it. I am thrilled for this debate. It's going to blow your minds. It's going to melt faces off.
Okay, so it's a rock concert. Already this jacked, this fucking former bouncer for a strip club is letting you know that this debate is going to melt faces. This steroid junkie, fucking meth gooner.
So thank you for being here. Buckle up. We are getting started. So, as you know, the debate is Christianity or Islam, which is best for society. Before we jump into that, though, what I want to do is introduce our sponsor who helps make this possible, as these events are very difficult to pull off.
What's best for society, lead poisoning or radiation poisoning? This debate is going to melt faces.
But we are proud to have as our sponsor Maine First Project, as they, similar to Modern Day Debate, care about free speech and fair debates. We're thrilled to have Zach.
I'm not going to waste this guy on the basis of his appearance, this guy who just walks past the camera. But I am going to ask you, dear viewer, why is this guy interested in the debate, which is better for society, Christianity or Islam?
Modern Day Debate care about Maine First Project, as they, similar to Modern Day Debate.
Look at the way his legs bend. This guy should be anywhere else right now, that's what I'll say. This guy should not have made it all the way out here.
Free speech and fair debates. We're thrilled to have Zach. It's been a great time spending time with you today. I can tell you, if you guys, folks, reach out to Zach. Very cool guy, very fun to talk to. Zach.
I agree. Lots of double-jointed folks seem to be in the audience, and this is the thing about debate. It should encourage double-jointed behavior. But we're going to see here that there is a bias.
Zach, I want to say thank you for being our sponsor. Maine First Project works on fighting for conservatism in New England and beyond.
Fighting for conservatism.
Thank you very
Right.
much, Zach, for being with us tonight. I want you to share a little bit of.
Let's see Zach. Let's see the guy who makes this all possible. The guy who loves debates.
Here we go, Crucible Crew. Who's ready for this banger event?
Look at this pigeon some fatty, man. Bro, stand on your own 2 feet. You're hyping the crowd up. Don't fall over. No trouble there. Oh, no trouble there. If you're so uncoordinated that you doing this gesture makes you lose your balance, this gesture, just stay home, man. Fight for conservatism online like the rest of us.
There we go. I'm loving this energy.
No shit, you're loving this energy. You love all energy, period,
Loving this
bro.
energy. Now you have to listen to me for a second here.
Nice. He went to the fucking Dale Carnegie School of wowing people in carpeted hotel lobbies.
So Main First Project, we're taking the fight to these leftists.
There we go. There we go. Now, I'm sure that it's appropriate in this case for him to say we're taking the fight to these leftists because leftism isn't even on the table right now. If these two folks are arguing for Christianity or Islam, we can assume that they're both right-leaning. But bro, you host debates between all kinds of different fucking political stripes here. Yes. Yeah. What a test.
In a state where they're originating, they're the incubator for all these leftist policies throughout this country.
Right-wingers love using the word incubator. Right-wingers love talking about incubators. They're obsessed with jizz going into a pussy and thinking about science, raw science. When a white supremacist fears that anyone who isn't white and a Christian had a baby, the first thought that flashes across their mind in neon red is incubator.
If you want to fight back and stem the tide, you need to support Main First Project. Go to mainfirstproject.org and please support us. Let's get on with this debate.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Zach, for that. We're going to jump into this indeed. I'm going to introduce our speakers.
We're gonna jump into this indeed.
First, Daniel Hakikachu. He is an American Muslim commentator and Harvard grad who debates religion and politics. He is best known for his YouTube channel, The Muslim Skeptic, where he critiques modernity from a traditionalist Islamic perspective. Please welcome Daniel Hakikachu. Also, defending
Get ready, strap
Christianity
in.
Tonight, Andrew Wilson runs the popular YouTube channel, The Crucible, which focuses on politics, news, debates, and interviews, and also runs Verbal Combat, a comprehensive debate course found at debateuniversity.com. Give it up for Andrew Wilson.
All right, here it comes. I don't know if you know this. I don't know if he does this in other situations. I'm sure we'll get to know Andrew Wilson very well. But he has theme and music. He has an original song that we're about to hear. This Muslim scholar did not get an original song. Not that he should have one. It's probably going to be in fucking Arabic. But let's hear Andrew Wilson's theme song. He's got a Marlboro clutched in his teeth.
We're going to step.
That's it. That's all you get. I mean, we gotta just listen to the full Andrew Wilson song. What is DebateCon? Honestly, that's a great question. This is not... It's probably just something that modern day debate hosts. It's probably just whatever they call their events. Con is probably short for conservative bias. Uh-oh, mic drop. Andrew Wilson theme song. Smoky man bad dude. Dude.
He's got a Marlboro clenched in his teeth, ashes falling like snow on the street, a storm in his eyes, a war in his chest. He plays his cards and burns the rest.
What? This is an AI song.
In his eyes, a war in his chest. He plays.
A storm in his eyes, a war in his chest. He plays his cards. This can't be AI. This is pure word association. You say the word cards. What do people say about cards? Play them close to the chest. Alright, we did that in reverse. He's got a war in his chest. He plays his cards, ...
Plays his cards and burns the rest.
And buries the rest. Classic good faith debate.
Smoky man bad, they cry, they shout. Smoky man bad, but he snuffs them out with a flick of his wrist, a puff of his plan. He laughs through the
A puff of his plan?
Smoky man bad. The air is thick with his nicotine fog. He sharpens his words like a butcher's saw. Progress is fragile like glass in his grip. He crushes it slow, takes another hit.
He loves to smoke cigarettes. Smoking cigarettes isn't that difficult.
Smoky man bad, they cry, they shout. Smoky man bad, but he snuffs them out with a flick of his wrist, a puff of his plan.
A flick of his wrist? Is Andrew Wilson constantly flicking his wrist at
Andrew
his debate
Wilson.
opponents? Alright, so that's just a little taste here. Well, the reason I brought this up is because this guy's opening statement
religions
here.
without it turning vicious. The only ones who benefit from a Muslim-Christian civil war right now is Israel, which is stoking hate so that they can continue their genocide of both Muslim and Christian Palestinians while they bleed America dry. Let's keep that larger context in mind.
Don't yell at me. I hate Jews.
So the first slide, which is best for society, Islam or Christianity? Next slide. The answer depends on which standard we use to judge, traditional or secular liberal values. Traditional values include belief in God, prayer, marriage, and gender roles, opposition to degeneracy, and commitment to nation and shared culture.
You sure where this is going?
Traditional Christian, he should defend Christianity. He should defend Christianity as understood before modern liberal reforms.
What a nice, friendly table set here. Andrew is going to defend Christianity against the ills of Islam. Is he going to do it by invoking all kinds of secular ideas about being, equal rights for women? Is he going to say that the Arab countries are backwards and that they need to... Is he going to have like a pink washing approach? Or is he going to simply agree that I like how reactionary all of the Muslim canards I hold in my heart are?
A blue
it's a pretty good way to start, and it's clearly designed to make Andrew laugh.
Libtard. If he debates as a traditional Christian, he should defend Christianity. He should the same ongoing cucking to secular liberalism. So Andrew's conservatism is not principled, it's arbitrary. Given this, I predict Andrew will debate like a blue-haired libtard today and use a pro-liberal strategy against Islam. Because again, Christianity can't beat Islam on traditional values for the simple reason that Islam isn't amenable to reform the way Christianity is. So he'll likely attack Islam exactly like a blue-haired alphabet person would by calling Islam backwards on marriage, gender roles, and scientific and economic progress.
debate over. I mean, like, all you have to do is say Christianity is amenable to change, or at least whatever the Andrew Wilson's version of Christianity is, the one that lets you smoke cigarettes and look like a fucking greasy freak all
But
the
if
time.
Andrew attacks Islam using secular liberal values, he faces a dilemma. Because tomorrow he's debating an atheist on whether Christianity or secular liberalism is better for society. So any pro-liberal standard that Andrew uses to judge Islam today, tomorrow that same liberal standard can be used by his atheist opponent to judge Christianity. Technological dehumanization.
Let's see the good faith handshake that Andrew does.
Good job, man. The fun thing about debate is you get to actually get in the mind of your opponent. What? What happened? Oh. The fun thing about debate is you get to actually get in the mind of your opponent. You get to study and dissect the things that they say and believe. After watching Daniel for hours, a few things became obvious. The first, he's a progressive. That Andrew Wilson, the guy who promotes anti-feminist and egalitarian doctrines.
He's doing the 8 Mile climax right now. He's like, I knew you were going to say that about me.
Sit up here. I'm not part of that cast, sir. Now, let me get into my argument for why Christianity makes better societies than Islam, and it's pretty simple. Islamic societies breed an inbred population. Next slide, please.
Yes. I mean, I don't know. Are you allowed to do this? Is this the height of basery? Who made this graphic, man? How do you make this and smile?
Islam took an ethnic people that were at the heart of being the top of civilization. Daniel today is our.
So look, I mean, it's whatever you think. If either of these guys are right, I think you can say that one of them likes the idea of completely owning the other with facts and logic, and the other likes the idea of hurting. I don't know what I can say. Eventually he says we should fucking exterminate all the retards. Eventually, the point for why Christianity is better than Islam is kill all retards. So that's the kind of political discussion that's happening in the 2026 year of our Lord. We're done with Christopher Hitchens and Richard Dawkins, all those slow retards. Those guys didn't have the sauce the way Andrew Wilson does. There's another debate on here, actually, here. By the way, just to finish my
It's
point,
pretty comprehensive.
You can see and hear the delight in Andrew Wilson's voice as he's making this point about inbreds, birth defects, and so
When's the
on.
last time you went to a European country and saw that? You don't see it.
I don't know if that's a good point.
Inbred, yeah. Now, hang on. Next slide, please. Here's 3 to 4 points on average, and closer inbreeding can cause larger deficits. They've been at it for 1,400 years. Whew.
This is my point. Andrew Wilson loves the idea that people are inbreeding. He won't admit it, but he doesn't want to change of this hypothetical cluster of inbreeding Arabs into Christians. He likes that idea. It makes him happy. He's squealing with delight. So, I guess just this idea here to own your debate opponent by saying, actually, you're so stupid, and everyone that you know is stupid, and you come from a stupid place, the same way that, either people, right-wingers or libtards, criticize the other. They say, your side is filled with a ton of fucking idiots. You guys don't know what to do. That doesn't make you angry, it makes you happy. It's good, healthy behavior to imagine your enemies as a sniveling rat king in the sewer. Don't say it and say, and by the way, you should be more like me. No, you like the idea that you're fighting against a race of orcs. This is whoever you hate, okay? We need orcs. What are we gonna do, get rid of them? If everyone on the planet dies but you and the woman you love, sorry, that's an orc now. As long as there's two people on the earth, one of them will think the other is an orc. What else? What else can we fucking talk about? Let me see here. Let's look at this. Did Elon Musk get a trillionaire interview? Yeah, of course people are curious. He might be a supervillain. You know, it turns out that you don't get an interview when you become a trillionaire. He can buy Houston. Let's look at JD.
All right. Good morning, everybody.
So, the US is kind of going against the Israel government for the first time. For the first time, conservatives are saying, Israel needs to be nice to us.
Nothing is plan. As you all know, the part of the peace plan, the part of this MOU that I think have been most misrepresented by certain parts of the media is the idea that the Iranians get all these benefits. You will hear things about $300 billion or $24 billion or this or that number of money or amount of money. And the simple fact is that the only way the Iranians get any of those resources, not a single penny, by the way, from the United States of America under any circumstances, but the only way that they would ever get any benefit of the bargain is if they comply fully and change their behavior. And so you really have a win-win situation for the United States of America. If the Iranians don't change their behavior, their military and their nuclear program is still destroyed. If they do change their behavior, then they are going to have a transformative relationship with the Middle East, and the Middle East will have a transformative relationship with the people of Iran. That's a win for the American people and for the President of the United States, regardless of which option the Iranians ultimately choose. We obviously...
Well, it sounds good. What took you so long, my friend? I got a great idea. Let's not give Iran billions of dollars, and let's not engage in an endless series of proxy battles and wars and weird fucking negotiations over the Strait of Hormuz. Let's leave them alone and have them leave us alone in turn. And guys, I think it sounds pretty good. Yeah, that's what everyone wanted before everything went to shit.
Want them to choose the right option. The interesting thing about their system, and I think it's important for the American people to appreciate this point in particular, is that there are real divisions within their country about how exactly to proceed. And what we've seen over the last couple of months is that the pragmatists within the Iranian system, the people who really do want to transform their relationship with the Middle East and with the world, those people are winning the argument. The United States wants those people to win the argument. The United States wants to have a better relationship, but in order for that to happen, the Iranians have to perform. And if
you are Donald Trump's vice president, bro. I do not care how normal you sound. This is such a presidential guy. I love JD Vance. The Chad Show is a pro-JD show. Look at this awesome Chad. Look at how normal he is, how easily understandable his vocabulary is, and mouth flourishes, you know, nothing special. Just, hey, the American people need to understand that this situation is complicated. Okay, why are you anywhere close to Donald Trump? That guy's different from you in a lot of ways.
As we've said before, they don't get any of the benefits of the bargain. So what I'd ask all of you is just to report honestly that the United States isn't giving up a cent of money to Iran, and even the economic benefits, the sanctions relief and so forth that comes along with this bargain only happens if the Iranians perform.
Axios' Mark Affairs Act.
On your power as a result of the conflict.
There are no limits.
No limit.
No, not. I haven't learned that lesson yet. I know there are, but you know, there are no limits. defeated them totally militarily. I did a naval blockade where not one ship was able to get through. Some tried. They didn't, it didn't last very long.
And it certainly brought Iran to the table more than before. However, beginning a conflict, you had talked about you only wanted unconditional surrender. And the MOU doesn't look like unconditional surrender.
Well, it really probably is unconditional surrender.
It is?
I think so.
Right? I can't hold in my mind J.D. Vance and Donald Trump. It's got to be one or the other. The fact that they switch off, that's not good. They're two completely different flavor profiles. They can't both be in charge. That's not right. It's like, do you want to go outside and play with a Nerf ball? And also, do you want to go bowling every once in a while? Okay, well, we have to pick one.
You heard the incredulity in Mark's voice. We've got much.
Yeah, I heard the incredulity in Mark's voice. This is what Trump is reminding me of right now. Maybe this is on Twitter now. This guy. You can tell, like, if this gorilla could speak, if one day his vocal cords were able to produce the English language, it's really easy to imagine that the kind of guy he would be if he spoke, he would be saying stuff like, probably it's unconditional. Probably. No, I mean, I haven't learned my lesson, but probably. It probably will go that way. If we're talking to BV or the people at Iran, I think we could probably assume that the strait will remain open. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I don't even know what J.D. Vance's spirit animal is. I think I know, actually. J.D. Vance, let's actually take a look here. The beard is really throwing you off. Fucking guy, man.
You are my honey bun sugar, my honey bun sugar plum, pumpkin and pumpkin. You're my sweetie pie. You're my cupcake gumdrop, snickums, spickums. You're the apple of my eye, and I love you so, and I want you to know that I'll always be right here, and I love to sing songs to you because you are so dear.
For you. Jesus Christ, man. No. Right. That's Usha with young JD. That cannot be real, man. That just can't be real. It's real. I know. I know.
Doing and how I
Guys, I'm the first person to find J.D. Vance's old videos from when he was a kid.
Let's start off with what I've been up to. Just recently, I made my own YouTube channel, and that was pretty exciting. And also, just last Monday, I got my laptop so I can edit the videos of what I'll be making.
Hey man, I hope you meet Peter Thiel soon.
This is the laptop I'm going to be using to edit the videos. And also, I'm in
Awesome.
the production of Wizard of Oz at BPA. I play as the Munchkin Mayor, and the showings start from the...
Guys, he was the Munchkin Mayor. That was ominous. He's the Munchkin Mayor now.
Wizard of Oz at BPA. And some new movies and stuff for the kids that are in...
Why does he like his kid? Just look at him. Just look at him. He's sweet. He's tenderfoot.
Just because all they have is like old stuff, so I'm hoping to get them some newer stuff and just help them, like just help the kids in there just feel a little bit better. If you want to find out more about those nonprofits, you can go to nefcure.org.
Alright, I've had enough of you, my friends. Just an orangutan zip line. Whoa. Oh, snap. They're dancing. Yo. Yo. Damn, that's cool as fuck. There we go, some music here. Shit, man. The things Americans do with their pets is so impressive, but this could be China.
I'm a girl who loves
La Nina.
Yeah, this is like, this is probably, I don't know, actually. If you've seen, Pet Star, animals can do all kinds of impressive things. And isn't there like a pet talent show? Yeah. Exactly.
How you doing, Dan? Mario. How you doing? Nice to see you. Wow, this is so cool. A real-life camel. I've never seen a camel in person before. It's so big.
He's still growing. He's only 3 years old.
He's not, and how big do they get?
He's about 6.5 foot right now. He can be up to 7, 8 foot tall when he's fully grown.
7, 8 foot tall. He's no way. He's taller than that. 6.5.
We're going from the hump right back
Oh,
there.
you're going from the hump.
Yep.
Okay.
Right back from here.
What? Okay. How much is...
Start the program.
About 1,000 pounds. That's what the whip used to guide
Are all
him with.
camels like that?
Do they walk on seesaws in the...
Stop asking me if I found my camel on the fucking pet talent show. It is height and weight stuff. If I brought my animal on Pet Star, and the judges keep asking me trivia questions about camels, I'm like, yeah, they have water. Yes, everything you've heard about camels is true. They store water in their backs. Yes, they live in Africa and Egypt. Yes. Can I please show you his tricks now? Please. What's going on with their lips? Are their lips extremely powerful? Yes, their lips are powerful. Yes. He can jump. Can I please show you?
Not too much, I don't think. When you first do this with him, it's so scary for him because the whole ground falls out from underneath him. And that's just not normal for him. It takes a lot of confidence and everything to not be afraid when everything falls down like that. Right.
Whoa, yeah. All
Now we're talking.
Flop.
A gorgeous camel, although I don't have a lot.
The camel lays. They do that. Not impressive, sorry. So. Alright, time to play on some serious game here. I'm sure Skin Boot is gonna wow everyone in America.
On our very first season, on the very first episode, we presented a dog named Skid Boot who appeared on stage with David Hartwig, a rancher from Quinlan, Texas. Quite simply, the dog blew our minds. Skid Boot.
A dog trainer. Everything I did, I just did it like if I was trying to show you something.
Okay.
And all these dog trainers said, you're not training him right. And I said, well, please help me, you know. So I figured the real dog trainers and the real professional animal trainers, I didn't think we had a chance.
Oh, that's awesome. What do you say we look at your appearance?
You wait. I want you to listen to me. Wait. Ease up on it. Nope. Take a step. One step. Take a step. No, that's too many. Back up. Back up. Back. Now turn around. Now ease up on it. Ease up on it. No, that's too close. Now turn the other way. That's pretty good. Now, can you go over and touch Mario? Go touch Mario. Wait. Take a step. Get closer. Get closer. Get closer. Back up. Get closer. Get closer. Get closer. Back up. Can you say your prayers? Can you get down and say your prayers? Say your prayers. Okay. That's a good boy. Now stand back up, please. Okay. Now turn around again. Now turn the other way. Now ease up to it. Just a little closer. Now just touch it. Touch the ball. Okay, that's a good ball. Okay, now get closer. Get closer. Get closer. Okay, now I'm going to count to 3.
Alright, I decided I'm gonna watch this like Asmongold watches Nick Fuentes.
Now when I say 3, you can get that toy. But don't you get that toy until I say 3.
Yes, this is exactly why I want a dog. Because you can train them to do all kinds of shit. Yes, exactly.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 4, 6.
Oh my god, he's like not saying 3. So the dog is well trained. This is exactly right.
Okay, I'll be nice. 9, 28, 47.
47 used to get a huge laugh back in the early 2000s.
Marvelous Marvin.
Please tell me there's a bug on PetStar. Talented trained bug.
And that is...
It's close enough.
Had some pet rats that. Oh, wait.
I don't know. I don't know what we're fighting for as a country. Are you allowed to use this music for a video this frightening? Alright, I know there is one instance of trained talented bugs
A wire is carefully looped around the flea's tiny body using tweezers. Then the harness is tied to a cart, and every time the flea moves, the toy goes with it. On stage, the crowd would watch wagons roll and
On stage, the crowd would watch wagons roll. Alright. I want like a close-up of a... Okay, this is a fantastic flea circus. Burl has a box of fleas. That is fucking awesome. How do they know to go in a circle? No way. How much does a flea weigh? I'm gonna guess a microgram. Okay, a milligram. Right, fine. You really don't want, like, bit mashing, data moshing, berate issues in a flea circuit video. Right, here's the shot. Oh. Oh, something got fucked up in the export. Jesus, man. I gotta be real, I had no idea. I had no idea this was what a flea circus looked like. Alright, I can't watch a full flea escape. Well, let's play a quick game of Hope Core Black Pill with some wheel spin. Hope Core Black Pill. Hey. Generator. Now we might need the audio to catch up here. It's not a great word for this, but we're gonna have to make do. I made a black pill you about the idea of fuss. Thanks for tuning in. The activity is, we get a random word and we see if we can do some serious debate. Some serious debate, you know, when you show up to a debate, ideally you're not gonna know what you're defending. If Andrew Wilson was a serious debater, he would show up to DebateCon not knowing if he was gonna have to defend Islam or Christianity. But we're gonna defend, or sorry, no, we're going to offend the idea of fuss. Making a fuss. I hate this word. Reminds me of fussy babies. Reminds me of all kinds of people making a fuss. But what does it literally mean at the end of the day? The fuss is to just kind of pick at something. You ever next to someone, they start picking at their cuticles, biting their nails, fussing with their fucking hair, fussing. I don't want to instantly go into hope coring here. Oh, sorry, I got a mouse on my cursor on my face. Just realized that. I don't want to be the kind of guy who says that fussing is all bad. Eventually I'll hope core you on it. No, you know what? I gotta be serious about this. I was about to say that I like fussing with my dick and balls. I like posting up, watch all kinds of videos, put my hands down my pants and fussing with my dick and balls, but let's black pill each other about that. That's not good. That's binky behavior. You need your little binky. That's just being a cock and ball fuss junkie. Okay? The only time anyone should touch your cock and balls should be if they're screening you for cancer or if they're trying to get you off. If you're touching your own dick and balls just for fun, just to feel some warmth, I don't know, that's self-soothing. That's baby in the cradle behavior. That's like when a wild child, that's like when Jeannie the wild child rocks herself to sleep. You just come across like a failed Zimbardo experiment when you put your hand on your cock and balls to feel warm. To get off during cancer or something. Cancer screening. You know, I have like a Tyler Durden challenge for all of my listeners here. I want you to put something really harmless, really inoffensive, a crumb of dirt, even maybe a grain of uncooked rice. I want you to hide that in your foreskin. Just tuck it into your foreskin and then make an appointment with the dermatologist. And say, yeah, there's something wrong with my penis, I think. I feel like there's a tiny little, I don't know, mole or something in my foreskin. And have the dermatologist, male or female, open your foreskin and find your crumb, find your morsel, and tell me that you didn't get a little bit hard. Here, we're going to take it a step further. If you're really serious about this, I want you to make a small incision in your penis and place the uncooked grain of rice in the incision and let it form a cyst. A harmless cyst. Maybe even not a cyst. Maybe just one day of some skin, some dead skin forming around it. And then go to the doctor and have the doctor remove the tweezers. Or don't even, you know what you should say? No tweezers, please. Please use your fingers to get this off of my penis. To have a doctor push something out of your penis, it's the most erotic thing that can happen in a checkup room. Anyway, sorry, about fussing. No, I'm trying to blackmail you about fussing. Don't do that. Don't put anything in your penis. Sounders of the world, sound off. If you're a sounder, if you like to put strips, if you like to put strips in your dick hole to get off, that's fussing. Jerking off is fussing. Pornography, talk about fussing. Don't fuss with it. If you want to self-soothe, if you want to come without a sexual partner, just concentrate. Concentrate really hard until you come everywhere. Anything else is fussy. Anything else is like a baby. Get that out of your mouth. Get that out of your mouth. A dog chewing a piece of plastic. What do you have? What do you have? That's you touching your cock and balls. What do you have? Get that out of your hand. I need a new word, and I'm not going to go to the old random word generator here. Yeah, get a better word here. This is a nice word. Word generator. Okay, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cherry. Alright, black hope core on cherries. Whoa, shit. All hope core. Alright, we're spinning the wheel for cherry. Alright, we're black filled about cherries. Welcome to someone with cherries. I think cherries are toxic. I think a US president died from eating too many cherries and drinking too much milk. Taft or something like that. I think cherries have a bit of cyanide in them, so that's easy enough. Don't eat cherries, it'll kill you. That's easy black pill shit. But I want to talk about that easy, something a little less easy, that practice of tying a cherry stem in your mouth. Let's take a quick detour here. Tying a cherry stem, let's watch a tutorial.
How to tie a cherry stem in a knot with your tongue. Tying a cherry stem into a knot using Step 2. Soften soften the cherry stem with your saliva for a few seconds. You may want to bend the stem a few times or gently chew it to further soften it before attempting to knot it. Step 3. Push down on the middle of the stem with the tip of your tongue so that it bends upward into a U. Step 4. Using the back of your front teeth as a stabilizer, cross one end of the stem over the other, forming an X. Step 5. Hold one end of the X in place with your teeth while pushing the loop upwards with your tongue towards the free end of the X. Step 6. Push the free end of the X through the loop using the bottom edge of your available front tooth.
No, this is impossible.
Step 7. Once the tip of the stem is through the loop, release the other end of the stem from your teeth. Step 8. Now position the stem so that the loop is flat against your four front teeth and the tip that is through the loop is pointing out.
You can't teach someone how to do this without with a video. I mean, we're just seeing 4 illustrations of a knot being tied and the background happens to be the inside of a human mouth. If someone can tie a cherry stem in a knot in front of you, and they decide that they want to do that, they want to show off to you in that way, I don't know, I think that they don't respect you. I think if someone says, you know what, I don't want to hear your takes, I don't want to speak to you right now, I want to show you something, and then they close their mouth and look up like this. That's how bad of a conversation partner you are, and they're doing it because they want you to find them more attractive. You know what's the most attractive thing when it comes to tying a cherry stem in a knot with your mouth? Just say, you know, I can do that. And then don't get a cherry, don't get a stem, don't find it. Even if your friend orders an old-fashioned, they got a cherry in there with a little stem, say, hey, did you know I can tie that in a knot with my mouth? Even if it's your girlfriend, even if it's someone you're trying to woo, hey, did you know I can tie a cherry stem in the knot with my mouth here? I won't be doing that for you, though. Thank you. That's what everyone should say when they say, but I won't be doing it. Thank you. Thank you for not making this face to me quietly at a party. Imagine this happening. I mean, this tutorial video.
You may want to push down.
This is all women who look like this. This is what they do at parties. Everyone's met this ice queen, right? She sits on the couch and she says, you know what we should all do right now? Watch me make this face.
The stem with the tip of your
Ugh, kill me.
So you can't put it in the palm of your hand and show it off. Did you know? After actress Sherilyn Fenn pretended to tie a cherry stem with her tongue on the TV show Twin Peaks, co-star Machen Amick showed the cast and crew that she could actually do it.
That's what it happens. I think most people, when they say they're going to tie a cherry stem in a knot, they have one pre-ordained in their pocket and they fake it, right? Then someone says, I can do it for real. Oh, well, great. I guess we have to watch that for verification purposes. If you can learn how to tie a cherry stem in a knot with your tongue, kill yourself, take that fucking, the neuralizer from Men in Black. That's not a skill you should have. Okay, one more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here, wait, sorry. Let's do a real one. From ear, I'm leaving it 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pen. Let's get blacked over hope cord. Fine. Pens are great. Guys, I love pens. I love pens. Pens are great. They're so expensive when you get a good one. But every once in a while, it's just like, fuck, does anyone have a pen? Yes, I have a pen. Great. I have to write something down. I have to write down an idea. They're great for writing down ideas. They're great for drawing little pictures, you know? If both of your phones are dead when you're out with a friend or a chick, you say, hey, as long as I have a pen, ooh, fuck, this is real incel. There's some real incel advice. You can't get laid. Say, my phone is dead on a date, but I have this pen. Hey, can I, do you want to take turns drawing pictures for each other? Just draw some pictures, get shoulder to shoulder. Draw some pictures on the napkins. Fuck, man. That's hot. That's fucking hot. Alright. Oh fuck, wait, on here. Wanna watch this video.
This is Raphael. He's been diagnosed with OCD. Here is one example.
I told you to open this.
I did open it.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
No, you didn't.
It's open.
No, it's not.
This is open. Look. Look, it's open. There's chocolate putty right there.
Look, this is not open.
You mean this right here?
No, right here.
Right here?
Yeah,
You want me to take this off?
this off.
This.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be able to eat it if I don't take it off?
You do take it off. You can.
It's completely open, Raphael. You can eat it.
Not yet.
Yes,
See,
yes, yes,
this is
yes. You can eat. No, you can eat it right now.
not yet. See, this is shut.
No. Look.
I'm no expert, but isn't OCD like the result of trauma? And, I don't wanna, I'm no doctor. So knowing that I'm not a doctor, isn't the only way to get OCD is by having like a fucking strange parent that sucks? It's not something you're born with, it's not autism. OCD comes from having a shitty parent, right? So what's this video about? This is bragging about traumatizing your kid?
Don't pick it out. You're not gonna pick it out.
It's open.
Let's get it out to fucking cry. What are you doing, trolling him?
If it wasn't open, I wouldn't be able to get it.
You're not gonna do that in the chocolate pudding.
Look.
No. You don't do that in the chocolate pudding.
Okay, I really hope that I can incorporate that on the show as a catchphrase. You're not gonna do that in chocolate pudding. What's a good opportunity to say that? Guys, if the destinies of the world engage in bad faith debate tactics, I'm gonna be hitting them with, you're not gonna do that in chocolate pudding.
Get your spoon and put it in there.
I got it.
Yeah. Okay, now eat it.
Not yet, after I open
But
this.
honey, it's open. There's nothing there. Look on the other side. Look underneath of it. See, there's nothing here. It's a lip. You could cut it off, and it wouldn't matter because
He's not getting it.
chocolate putty is in the middle. See?
Yeah.
There's something else going on here. This child doesn't have OCD, but he has something similar. Whatever he has at 3 years old, it's the disease, it's the mental derangement that you get when your mother has a brown, wet finger that she sticks in her mouth all the time. It's not healthy.
You're violating my finger.
Chocolate pudding, I said.
Well, you're.
It makes him cry to do that. The chocolate pudding is irresistible. This is not OCD. This is something crazy. This is new. Guys, I had OCD. Oh, really? Me too. I have to wash my hands all the time. Yeah, for me, it's when my mom sticks her finger in the chocolate pudding, I always suck it. Wait, what? You have OCD? Me too. Yeah, I always have to like turn the lights on and off a bunch, and sometimes I don't. I mean, the craziest it gets is if I don't wash my hands a lot, I feel like the devil's gonna kill my family. Dude, mine's so similar. I'm always sucking chocolate on my mom's finger. Huh? No, just because you don't do that with the chocolate pudding because it's not open with the little piece on. Huh? Wait, what? No, mine's about like, mine has to do with normal sort of anxieties that we all have. You know, germophobia, it's just it's a more accelerated version of what we all have, which is a natural aversion to dirt and grime. Turning off lights, I mean, my parents instilled with me that it was good for the electric bill. The chocolate pudding thing, I don't really know what you're talking about.
Violate.
No, just because, like, do you guys know how when the chocolate is open, but it's not that open, and then your mom sticks her finger in it to prove it's open, then you suck her finger, then you start crying, and then you say that you don't do that with the chocolate pudding?
My finger there. Okay, go ahead and eat your chocolate putty.
You don't do that.
Okay, he also has autism. Girl, just say that. He's got autism. That's all. We surprise our kids with a mental, I thought they said mental. Surprise our kids with a mental adventure. Whoa. Whoa.
Good afternoon. Today we're going to go on a special trip. The kids, it's a surprise for them. Andrea has been wanting to go somewhere that is not, doesn't have to do with morbid stuff. So we're taking them on a little trip about 2.5 hours away, and it's going to be to medieval times. We'll capture their reaction here in a minute when they're getting...
We'll capture their reaction in a little bit here.
If I want my boys to be responsible men one day, I feel that I have to give them responsibility now, and that means tools, not toys. Risks, not bubble wrap. I
AI
teach them how
threats,
to handle
probably.
a hatchet, a knife, power tools safely and with clear direction and trust. I believe that when a father gives his sons real responsibility, they rise to meet it. If I want my boys to be
What did they do, man?
You guys, this is so cool. We found like a indoor-outdoor museum here in San Fran. The Golden Gate Bridge is actually right behind that building, and it's a beautiful view. I'll hopefully get some footage. And I've got Christian over here playing in the musical instruments area. But it's really cool because it's all inside and outside, and there's different activities for different age groups and all kinds of fun stuff. It's amazing.
Awesome. Care about how Chris Watts.
Mercy on you this time. Next time you get more pops. Better be glad my arm got tired. You're not gonna disobey me again. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you wanna act all hard as if the pops didn't hurt, huh? Okay, I got you. Take your pants down. Yeah. Yeah. You gonna cry today? What? You got on 2 pair of pants?
I don't know. I think I've reached the end of my rope with the internet. I feel like I forgot how to use it in real time. It's not easy. It's not easy using the computer all the time. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of strength, and it takes a lot out of you. Man, my fucking palms are soaking wet right now, man. Alright, well, I guess I'll just see you on the next show. Thanks for tuning in.